Hello there, Capricorn, Capricorn Rising, and of course all of you Capricorn Moon people out there. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting January 13th, 2020. And just a quick reminder for all of y'all out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's called integrativemysticism.com, or of course you may also just simply follow the links below. So what is going on when it comes to your astrology over the course of this coming week? Well, on Wednesday, we've actually got Venus, planet of love, harmony, and affection, cruising through your third house of communications, pacts, promises, and commitments, Pisces, in a gorgeous sextile to Uranus, which is currently moving through your fifth house of love, romance, and your relationships with your children. And when Venus is involved in the third house, we have all kinds of opportunities to start getting acquainted with peer groups or matchups and meetups that are ultimately the ideal complements to our love life, whether it is an existing romantic relationship that we are in, or quite possibly a way for us to meet somebody new and special. And with Uranus in the fifth house at this point, well, it does look like this is going to bring you an opportunity to do just that. You and a partner may actually find yourselves surprised to find a new eclectic circle of friends, possibly just one of them in the beginning of this week, and a chance to actually take a bit of an adventure with them that's also going to bring a new level of dynamism, a new level of sweetness, a new level of mental, emotional, and spiritual stimulation to your relationship. And for those of you who are single, well, it could quite possibly be through one of these groups, or one such a group, or, again, a helpful matchmaker that the same adventure is offered to you to link with a new person. When it comes to Friday, we actually have Mercury in your second house of earned income and employment in a lovely sextile to Chiron, which is actually in your third house of communications, sorry, not third house, fourth house of home and family. Sorry, I was thinking of Venus and Pisces again. It's right there. So into your fourth house of home and family from your second house of earned income and employment. And a very quick and very brisk breakthrough as it relates to money that is coming to you, whether it's through an existing avenue that you work at or with, or maybe you're not working and this is just a predictable source of revenue that you have, is going to actually be expanding to maybe meet, address, or even clear some kind of challenge going on with a household member or a family member or a matter of the household itself. See, Mercury in the second house is all about answering a challenge that, either with money or even possibly an opportunity through a coworker. Goodness, even those of you who might be house hunting, maybe finding out that a coworker has the hookup. The nice thing is, though, about this is that, again, as with all sextiles, one house is reaching over to provide an answer to another. And in this case, it's your second house of earned income and employment to your fourth house of home and family. A long-standing issue, long-standing pervasive challenge in the fourth house is being cleared, or has the option to get cleared, should you allow it. Again, you have to participate in astrology this week towards the very end. So what's going on when it comes to your cards? Well, before we do that, as I'm trying out, again, getting into the middle, I want to remind everyone with some announcements, so you can't skip it unless you never want to find your videos. I actually have put up videos recently that are clips extracted from monthly horoscopes that I did for January for Patreon, covering the eclipse in Cancer and the Saturn conjunct Pluto, and they're available here on YouTube for all to see. All you have to do is go to the main channel page. You can actually click on my avatar beneath this video, or you can follow the link below to the video that tells you how to find videos that you might not be able to find if you're having trouble finding the video or the horoscope you're even looking for, and you can find them. So enjoy it. So what is going on when it comes to your cards over the course of this coming, week? Well, this whole top row is kind of interesting here because we've got the Ten of Cups for your spiritual themes. We are focusing on peace. We are focusing on love. We are focusing on creating lasting peace, lasting harmony. And in order to do that, though, it does look like there have to be some rearrangements going on. The Influx card, which is most interesting, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. And a lot of people are going to be reconsidering either actions they've taken with or against you, and you will be doing the same. With the Six of Wands reversed, it's all about backpedaling away from things that are not working out, but getting out just in time. And this may be something that does serve you well, though in the beginning, again, because not everyone is comfortable with unsurety and ambiguity, because we're programmed to only like things in a binary fashion, which, that's duality. Hopefully we all get out of that soon. The Six of Wands reversed is showing us where we might be able to dodge some bullets. Now, that can mean also in the interest of peace, again, focusing on the happily ever after, keeping everything in the highest interest, high vibe for all concerned. If people can't finish what they've started with us and they do need to go, it's probably for the best. And if there's a chance for us to get out of something, or we're seeing something going in a direction we don't want to be a part of, then stepping out of that might be in our best interest as well. In fact, honestly, as we go to the outflux, we have the Seven of Swords upright. This whole top row is talking about making sure that people are actually not just being honest with themselves and living authentically, but also making sure that everyone is kind of in their right place. And in order to do that for the peace, we can't have people doing jobs they're not qualified for, or maybe committing to certain roles that they're only half passionate about or half interested in. And we certainly don't want to be caught up in anything that we're going to have to carry for a good long while if we have, even if our heart was not in it wholly. And so this week with the spiritual themes, a lot of you Capricorn people are going to have a chance to reorganize, okay, redo, retry, maybe even start shuffling some people around and shuffle yourself around as well. Because again, the Six of Wands reversed, it's not a card of defeat, it's just a card of reconsideration and reevaluation and rearrangement. A lot of the times it does involve backpedaling, but it's an out. If you need to take it, you can, or if you see a chance to get something or somebody out of your hair that maybe we don't know needs to go until now, with that Seven of Swords as the outflux, now is the time. You are getting a chance to optimize and perfect your space. Optimizing and raising the vibe of your space means making sure that, again, all involved are the most complementary inclusions to have in that space. No exceptions. When it comes to the bottom line here, we talk about the mundane concerns. Well, we have the devil in reverse when it comes to your material concerns, your material wealth. And again, the devil in reverse is quite gorgeous. We actually have an obstacle being released from your life, something being pushed aside, broken off, carried away, whether it's a problematic person, assignment, or account. We have something that has ultimately been taking up so much of our time, energy, priority, and concentration that it's been precluding us from being able to maybe rise up in the ranks, or maybe get the job we want, or work with the people, or work with the income that we wish to have. This could be something that is coming because of the help of that Mercury sextile Chiron. But with the Devil card going away, right, with the inversion here, this is a chance for a lot of you Capricorn people to not carry something so old into 2020. This is a chance to purge it for good. When it comes to the external, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, possibly the other people in your life, well, we have the Five of Pentacles upright. And I am seeing a lot of you Capricorn people finding yourself in a space where when it comes to your friends, when it comes to, those that you may hold close, there is going to be somebody who is basically in sudden need of a bit of help, okay, a bit of assistance. And I'm looking at the Five of Pentacles, and for some reason I'm getting the impression that this is something that you've been waiting on them to do. That's not typically the interpretation of the card, that's just higher self coming through. With the Five of Pentacles, this may be somebody finally asking for your help, finally recruiting your assistance, finally deciding to maybe give up some of their pride and acknowledge where they've been wrong, or maybe to start participating or accepting help in a situation. Maybe they don't want to go down with the ship. Maybe they don't want to ride whatever this was over the cliff. The Five of Pentacles is genuine, and it is humble. So, let's see what you can do to help them out. When it comes to your relationships, when it comes to romance, we actually have the Lovers in reverse. And I'm seeing a bit of a tug of war going on this week. I'm actually seeing a bit of a not necessarily a struggle, like it doesn't have to be all that bad, but with the Lover's card reversed, I'm seeing a situation where either a partner or you or maybe the both of you as a unit are finding that this relationship is going down a road that is not necessarily the road we want this relationship on, or it's not ending in a destination that we actually want to go down. Now, I'm not sure if this is something where maybe a partner really wants to have this happen, or you really want to have this happen as part of a personal thing. The truth of the matter is, with the Lover's card reversed, and I'm actually getting the impression that this is something that somebody can do on their own without having to make the relationship all about it. So it's okay to maybe pull back if you don't want to be a part of it anymore and support your partner from a distance, support your partner from the audience, but it's also okay for them to do it as well. We have to make sure that we understand that we don't have to knock another person off course in order to get what we want for ourselves. And I'm not saying that you would ever do that consciously, or a partner would ever do that consciously, but it's going to come to light the sacrifices that the other person is making, or the sacrifices that you are making in this situation. And a person may just have to have their personal journey be their personal journey, something they work out on their own and not through the partnership. And you know what? That's perfectly fine and healthy, and if we manage to acknowledge that, we don't have a tug of war anymore. For those of you who are currently single, you may be noticing that this week you are encountering a lot of people that seem very fixed in their ideas, and they're kind of in a situation where, yeah, quite frankly, they might not necessarily be ready to take on whatever their personal journey or agenda is personally. Keep your boundaries. Don't recruit yourself to a cause that's going to go down a road you don't want to go down, okay? Even if it's in the name of love, affection, and respect, it's okay, all right, again, to be somebody who supports their partner without getting up on a stage you don't want to be on. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can always go to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.